one. Right, I'm with Brett Croskell, the manager of Ibis Football Club, after you drew 1-1 with Burton Thistle. Late goal to get a draw. What were your thoughts on your overall performance from the team today?
Very flat. Not good enough for large parts of it, but positive is we've not been beaten. We've gone right to the death. Realistically, could have had 2 or 3 with the goalmouth melees. I don't know how the one of them hasn't gone our way, to be honest. But yeah, the positive is we haven't been beaten, and our unbeaten run carries on in the league. The disappointment is, there's obviously points dropped there against a team that, looking at the league table, you should win, but fair play to them. They've come here and worked really hard for their point.
Second question is, how do you reflect on the season so far for your team? How do you feel as if you're doing at the moment overall?
Tremendous overall, I would say. Obviously coming up with the promotion last year, we knew what we wanted to try and achieve. We were a shout of doing it. We want to go up. That's the aim. We're not making any qualms about that, and that's what we want to achieve. So we're in the fight, and that's all you can ask for at the minute. It's a hell of a fight with the amount of teams that are in it. But as I've said to them for the last 4 or 5 weeks, there's going to be points dropped. You've just got to make sure you don't drop as many as everyone else, and everyone's dropping points around the top of us.
Yeah.
So we'll see what the results have done today and see where it leaves us going into the midweek.
Since you've been promoted into Division 3, what are your thoughts on sort of the standard of the league overall? In terms of, since you got up, what do you make of it up to now, the standard of it?
Good. Like I said, the fight at the top is great. It makes for good reading for probably a neutral, probably not for us. We'd rather it be a bit more straightforward, but no, we've said right from the go that everybody can beat anyone. Anyone will take points of anyone. That's shown with teams like Langwathby and like today. They've come here second bottom, fighting to stay up, and they've got bits to fight for as well. So everyone around the division, I think it goes down to 6th or 7th probably. You look at that can still realistically go up. There's still down to Penrith Royal, Kirkoswald. You see what their results have been today, and a very competitive division as we expected.
And just 2 more questions. How do you reflect on Ibis Football Club as a whole in terms of the season for your reserve team as well, and the whole structure of the club really? How do you feel it's progressed?
Very positive. Obviously we had the turmoil 2 summers ago when I came in. So yeah, it was nice. It was always the plan was to get a reserve team back. They've obviously mid-table in their division. They're competitive, unfortunately been beaten today, but they've got a cup semi-final. The trophy that we won last year. So hopefully they can go and perform in that. We've got players progressing through the club. People like Harvey Jackson, who's played today. He came with us last week. He's been the reserve team captain, so it's served its purpose. We'd like a few more, to make the step up, but both teams are competing, and that's all we can ask for. And
the final question: your next game is Burnside, if I'm correct, this week.
Yes, yeah.
What are your brief thoughts ahead of that game? What you're expecting? Because obviously you've faced them many times before, stating the obvious.
Yes, I know exactly what to expect from them. They'll be right at it. They caught us here early in the season. They came midweek. We played them, and they competed very well. We expect that again from them. They've obviously done. They've had a good season. They're in the Junior Cup final themselves. And they're right in the mix alongside us. So I'm expecting, a very close game. A tight battle, anything, obviously being a previous Burnside manager, anything a previous Burnside manager would say to him, be dogged, be hard to beat, and that's what Jamie will set them up, and they'll be tough to beat, but we've got to go there with a plan to try and get 3 points.
Thanks, Brett. Thanks for that.
No problem.
Good luck for the rest of the season.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you very much, Brett.